Hello there and happy Friday. This is Carol Wheeler with NOPA Leadership. Working on posting a few more videos, so hopefully you all will enjoy this. So I've been talking a lot about strengths this week, and I thought I would take some time on the next few Fridays to share some personal experiences around understanding my own strengths. So I have always been a collector of information. I love books, Exhibit A. Files, paper, and electronic. I keep everything. And I love taking notes. I love having all the information where I can go back and find it. When I start researching something, I want to find out everything about that topic, and I want to share what I learn, right? Those of you who are familiar with StrengthsFinder will know that I am describing the strength of input. People with input love to collect information. They love to have every single bit of it, and they love to share it. This strength has sometimes served me really well in my professional life, and other times it's been a hindrance. I could definitely take it too far and stall action because I'm still researching or sharing way more with others than they want or need to know, right? So when I first took the StrengthsFinder assessment back in 2005, I had a real aha moment reading about the strength of input and starting to see this for what it was. Putting a name to this thing that I do so naturally had a lot of power. Once I could name it, I could really start to see it in action, to observe it and reflect on my own actions and see where it helped me and where it stalled me out. The more I observed my own behavior, the more I began to really get a hold of how to use this strength for good. I often describe strengths development as flying an airplane. If you imagine that your strengths are dials on a dashboard, and when you don't have control of the dials, they spin out of control. Those natural talents are there, those abilities are there, but they turn up and turn down, and you don't always have a lot of control over that. To me, strengths development is learning to get our hands on the dial and learn to adjust them so that we can really put them to work, right? When you have that ability to adjust the dials, your natural talent becomes a superpower. I now know how to dial up input. So for instance, when I started this business, I really needed to have more information, right? And so I leaned into that research gene, that desire to know more, right? But I also know now when to dial it down, how to ask, for instance, if someone would like for me to share a single resource rather than automatically bombarding them with 5 or more resources that might or might not be exactly relevant to what they're doing. Once I have information about a topic, it is time for me to turn input down and take some action, to lean into some other strengths to make some things happen, right? With development, this strength of input now really serves me and the people that I work with rather than me serving it and feeling like I always have to have all the information. That to me is what strengths development through coaching and training really does. It helps you discover your superpowers, claim them, and get a hold of that dial so that you can aim the plane in the right direction. I hope this has been helpful today. I would love to hear about your strengths and how you have developed them over the course of your life. And if you ever want to talk about learning to get a hold of those dials better, please don't hesitate to reach out. Hope you all have a great Friday.